Hey guys, so we are finally back out in the yard today. Today is supposed to be like upwards to 60 some degrees. It is still extremely chilly this morning, so I've got, a couple layers on. But today I have a project that I want to tackle, and it's something I've been playing around with in my head. Over here by our patio area, I have this red twig dogwood tree. It is a rising sun redbud that I planted here because I had really nowhere else to put it, and I wanted some height here, but you're not getting the full color of it. It's doing fine. You don't get the colors because it's in predominantly a lot more shade because we have these huge maples next to us. So even though there's snow on the ground, I'm going to attempt to take it out and move it, and I'm going to get it into more of a full sun position before it leaves out because it's dormant. So that is job number one to tackle today. And then I also have 3, possibly 4 shrubs to move. I also have, out of those, I have 3 junipers that I want to move. And then I also want to move a summer wine 9 bark. It has gotten too big at the front of the house, so let me take you up there and show you that. So here is the ginger wine 9 bark. It is gotten massive, and I think I talked about it before. We have a columnar blue spruce right here that's eventually going to get about 7 feet wide. This puppy is going to get about 8 by 8, so it's going to really fill up this corner. We've got some drainage pipe over here because we need to fix this section as soon as we can. But these are the other 3 junipers I'm going to be taking out, and then I'm actually going to put the rising sun redbud right here because I think it'll be nice while we're waiting for the new hedge of arborvitaes to grow in. We'll have some privacy to that window, and it'll be beautiful to see the flowers in the spring and then the beautiful foliage while maybe on some cooler days or days that we're not out here, we can look at that instead. So I'm actually thinking I might start with the junipers first. That might be my best bet. You can see our winter sowing containers back there. But I think I'm going to start there because those would be my best bet. Then I'll have the area cleared, which, makes more sense. And then we can start from there because the ginger wine, I might actually have to clear out a spot for it. All right, so I got the site kind of cleared and whatnot. Those are sea green junipers. They get about 6 feet tall and wide. I'm gonna actually use them down the driveway. We have a 5-foot wide bed, but I'm gonna push them to the back of the bed there to make sure that I don't have to do too much pruning. I do like the natural form on these, but I will probably have to keep them down in height. I don't want them to get more than 4 foot, so a quick trim here and there is perfectly fine with me. And these are really inexpensive to find, and I'm always looking for just plain green plants. It's so hard these days to not find something that's not variegated chartreuse or black. So, and I do love a good black plant, and I do love a good chartreuse, but you just need some plain green in the garden every once in a while, and I think it's getting harder and harder to find. So I'm gonna head to the back now and get the redbud lifted up and get that moved up here so we can get that in, and then we have to move over to another area to put the junipers in. I'm actually thinking the junipers may not be able to get planted today. We have some things over in the area that I was going to plunk them down in, but I'm going to try anyway. So let's jump into the redbud next. So here she is. This is a rising sun redbud, which is a beautiful ornamental tree. It is a native cultivar, which I really like. Trying to incorporate as many natives as I can, and even if they are a cultivar, they are still a native. So this might be a little hard because we have the snow here, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Usually, well, with the rest of everything else so far, it's been pretty good, so I'm just gonna at least attempt this. Rather healthy. You saw that I was kind of checking the root flare area. The nursery, I really can't tell. It looks like it might be that. Stop. Dog's trying to eat the roots. It looks like they might have buried it a little deep, but there is a root flare that comes out, but it's only one. So I dug down a little bit deeper and I don't see anything past that. So I'm assuming this tree is okay. This was a discount tree because right here, a whole section had split off from the nursery when they were doing something. It leaned and it snapped out that whole area, but it's fine because I mean the tree does go up one way, but it's starting to branch this way now, so it's going to even itself out and look really, really pretty in my opinion. So we'll get this into place now. We won't be seeing any buds on this for at least another month, so it's got some time to get settled in. So we're going to get it up there. It's going from drastically different soil. It's going from very loose dry soil to clay soil up there. So I'm hoping with what it's got around its roots and some years of compost and mulching that it will eventually get to be really nice soil over there, but this guy can handle most of that. So time to drag it up front, and it's going to require 2 hands. Project 1 done. I think it's gonna look so good here. This is our living room right here, so we'll get to be able to see that when we We switch up our living room quite often, so I'll have multiple views of it, but it's so pretty. And then when it gets bigger and more established, we can possibly hang a little bird feeder off of it during the winter or something, or we'll just probably put a stake out here with a feeder on it. But really excited about that. Now later on we'll address this area and how we're gonna fill this area out. But next step, I really need to get these junipers out of our gorilla cart and along the driveway over there. I did forget to mention that that redbud does get 6 to 10 feet tall and wide, so it's a small tree that can really be tucked in anywhere. So I think it'll be perfectly fine addressed in that area. So that is going to wrap up today's video. I'm really happy with how these are. We still have to remove these timbers. That is one thing on our list this year, is to get rid of the timbers and possibly have a new driveway dealt with, but long wish list of stuff. I put 2 down here. There's only 1 right here. That's all I had on hand. I'm going to add another one right in here. This goes into the next set of, no, it does not. This is an open area. So those were Cosmos last year. I'm gonna probably add in a full line of these evergreens here, or possibly even in some red twig dogwoods. I think that would look really nice. These are the evening rose, I believe. Proven winners, hibiscus with the black leaves, hot pink blooms. And then another blank space, which would be junipers and dogwoods possibly, and then the hibiscus and the area there. So editing Brad here, I forgot that I did not do an exit frame for this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and we will see you in the next one.